Spent a little time in California wine country, but I'm back now, back for an update. And here, libs can be the most vicious people online, but in person, absolutely nice and civil. Had a great time drinking some good wine in a coastal sea town, central coast of California. But now I'm back here, and much to discuss. Today we need to talk about the reality of making it. The reality that nobody warns you about when you're on the way up, long before the vineyards and the private jets and all that stuff. Long before that, nobody warns you about what's actually ahead. I think half of what's driving the American male is that if you get there, it'll all be worth it. You probably won't get there, mathematically speaking. Most salmon will not reach upriver to spawn in time. But if you're one of the salmon to reach the upriver pond in time, all beaten up, but still alive, still fundamentally a salmon, nobody wants to hear from the other salmon that it's not even worth climbing upriver. It's not even worth it. Spawning is not even worth it. Nobody wants that message. There's this prevailing myth that once you hit a certain level of prosperity, you unlock a new room in American status. You think you're going to walk through those doors and finally find your peers at age 40 or whatever you happen to be. You'll finally find some proper people to hang with. You think you're going to find a community of people who understand the grind, the risks you've taken, the countless late nights, and the sheer weight of holding the line when other people sold out, literally sold out. But you don't. There's a loneliness of prosperity that is suffocating because instead of peers, you get extractors. When you're a man who doesn't have a lot of stuff, you don't get the extractors. And so that can be lonely, but you sort of know where you're at. And then when you have something, you get people who not only do they not respect you or care for you, they're trying to take for you. They're trying to take from you, trying to take away what you've earned. You get the people who look at you not as a person, but as a host, a walking, talking bank account they can chip away at. This isolates you for the younger listeners who will be here someday. It's actually very isolating. You realize very quickly that the higher you climb, the fewer people are actually climbing with you. They're just looking for a free ride to the top. And it's not just the people in your personal orbit trying to extract from you. It's the entire financial system. If you want proof that the game is manipulated and designed to extract your wealth, just look at the tape this week. Look at what happened yesterday on the 22nd, June 22nd. So President Trump signs this executive order to advance quantum computing. That's what you all voted for, right? You guys who are behind on your mortgages, the wife's about to leave you, the oil field or the crop, if you're in the Midwest, your corn or whatever you grow. You're not doing that well, are you? You can admit it here on the podcast. You're not really doing that well. And here Trump is talking about putting billions of dollars in unprofitable quantum chip companies in California. Again, great place to drink wine. This is where the president is focusing our power right now. And right there, standing behind the president in the Oval Office, is Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick. Look him up in the Epstein files. Please do. And Howard Lutnick is standing there behind the president, hyping up how the U.S. government is now investing billions to lead the charge in quantum technology. And what do we see today, the 23rd? The NASDAQ is a complete bloodbath. Everything is bleeding deep red except for quantum stocks, except for the handful of quantum stocks that Howard Lutnick, frequent Epstein Island visitor, is interested in. The man who stayed home on 9/11 when his top floor office in the World Trade Center was obliterated. They are the only part of the market that is alive right now, is these quantum stocks. Everything else plunged today. It is right in our faces. The Epsteinite behind the president pumping stocks. It's right in our faces. The government signals the play. The insiders and the algorithms catch the drift, and the rest of the retail market gets liquidated. It's a completely manufactured reality that for some reason we're all tolerating. Then you look at the energy sector, what I call the great oil deception. If you're a long investor in oil or in energy companies right now, you're getting slaughtered. You don't need me to tell you that, right? You log in, you see you're getting slaughtered. And it doesn't feel like normal market mechanics. It feels like the entire federal government under Epsteinite Trump is actively trying to suppress the price of a barrel of oil. Think about what that actually means. To step on the neck of American investors in Texas, Oklahoma, and all over the country who put their capital into the physical, tangible energy market. It's profoundly un-American. We are being told it's about inflation, peace deals, or global stability. But look at the actual mechanics of what's happening. It's a massive coordinated deception. Suppressing the value of oil while letting foreign reserves flood the market isn't just bad policy, it's a direct wealth redistribution. They're literally destroying the profits that American oil investors should see potentially if there's high oil demand, and they're handing it to our enemies, handing it to our sworn enemies. They are taking capital straight out of the pockets of everyday Americans and handing it over to the Middle East. So you grind, you take the risk, you finally find some prosperity at 35 or 40 or whatever. And then you have to spend every waking moment defending it from extractors in your life and the politicians on your screens. It's fucking exhausting. But seeing it clearly, recognizing the extractors for who they are, recognizing the orchestrated hype for what it is, and recognizing the suppression, that's the only way you survive this. Keep your head on a swivel. This is a government that's so dishonest, they even lied to us about the fucking algae in the reflecting pool. No credibility, just fucking scumbags who are owned by Jeffrey Epstein. And I have little doubt he's either still alive or the people who controlled him are still in control. 100%. Kevin Warsh, new Federal Reserve Chairman, Epsteinite, and the son of one of the wealthiest families on the planet. Elon Musk was begging Epstein for when are the wildest parties on your island. We're living in some kind of bizarre clown world right now, if not hell, figuratively speaking. Very mentally balanced here. We're living in some kind of hell. These people haven't been prosecuted. You got Epsteinite Howard Lutnick, who had a mask in the Epstein dental room, a mask just for him to wear. That's the extremely credible allegation. And this guy was visiting Epstein's child murder island years after he claimed he cut off all ties with Epstein, that, quote, disgusting person. Well, not disgusting enough, apparently, because you still visited his island years after you said you cut off all ties. And this guy is hyping technology stocks while literally standing behind a half-asleep president. What the fuck is this?